Good morning, friends. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Cleburne. I wanted to take you on a stroll through the garden because the lilies are starting to pop. Do y'all remember that story where the lilies bloom? I don't know if y'all read that book or saw the movie, but every time my lilies start to bloom, I'm reminded of that story. It was one of my favorites as a young girl. Aren't those so pretty? I love them. I'm so in love with lilies. The zinnias are getting tall. This is a lot of wildflowers, a lot of native flowers mixed in with the lilies. So yesterday I saw some monarch caterpillars in the garden. This is the monarch way station. Lots of activity going on below the scenes. I have a very naughty deer that lives here. We call Baby. Baby was born here, set of triplets, part of a set, and Mama just recently abandoned Baby, and Baby's very naughty. He came up last night, he got caught in my garden, and he ate the tops off my flowers. And he's been eating my hostas too, so I'm not planting any more hostas in the garden for Baby. So these are swamp milkweeds. Very pretty color. And the monarchs actually preferred the swamp milkweed this year to the common milkweed. So it is milkweed and lily season. So, and these, of course, the orange ones are the common milkweed. And then this is the, more zinnia at our feet. Look how tall those zinnia are. I planted those way early. And then that's the second row of zinnia right there. And this is the other part of the lily garden that's just getting ready to burst. Just starting. It's a slightly lighter color of pink than the others. Then over here we have just planted purple coneflower, cardinal flower, I forget, and more of the swamp milkweed. I forget what I put in there. Anyway, let's go to the other side and I'll show you some more of the lilies. The bee balm is getting ready to pop soon. It's a later flower, more like zinnia. Boy, does it get tall. Wow, it gets so tall. So when I weed whack, I always just throw the bio stuff back down on the floor. I know it seems like a jungle in here, but this, believe it or not, this gigantic thing is a lemon balm. It's one lemon balm, the whole thing. I've just been too busy this year to harvest, and so it has gone crazy and taken over. And then these lilies are getting ready to pop. I can't wait. These are my Asiatic lilies. These are, or Oriental lilies, Look at this giant thing of bee balm. That's gonna be so big. Wow. Bee balm gets really big. And right there are the two mullein plants. Aren't they huge? They're not as big as they have been, but they're still pretty big. And I was able to save some thistle right over in there. Lots of thistle, and I'm excited for that. We also have a field of thistle not far from my house. I'm super excited. Most people absolutely hate thistle, and I love thistle because the bees and the pollinators just flock to it. There's Baby right there. Oh, he's so bad. It's my fault. I fed him and his mother corn and hay all year, all winter. Those are cherry tomatoes planted in an old refrigerator full of bunny poo. Lots of blooms up on top. Chamomile in St. John's wort is literally everywhere this year. Everywhere. Very easy to grow chamomile in St. John's wort. And the Big Max pumpkins are growing. They're actually getting so much rain. Ugh, so much water. More water than sun. We ended up with 4 of them. So we're gonna have 4 Big Macs. If you remember when I planted them, there were only 2. So now we have a total of 4. And they can get up to 6 feet around and weigh 100 pounds. Maybe baby will come up and develop a taste for pumpkin. Let's hope not the vines. Baby can have the pumpkins, but not the vines. Not yet. And another row of zinnia, as well as a baby milkweed, and the gourds. The gourds are still gourding. We ended up with a bunch of those. And a close-up of one of the Mama Mullins, Queen Maline, with her super soft leaves. My favorite time of the day, early in the morning, when the plants and the insects are just waking up. Good morning, Queenie. Anyway, I'll bring y'all back up when some more lilies open up, which they should be popping very soon. Good morning, Lily. You ready for some sunshine and not so much of this rain? I know I am. And a close-up of the beautiful spider's wort. This is just something I dug up from the ditch. It opens every morning and closes every evening. It's so pretty. At the same time, the yarrow is in bloom. Beautiful fronds of yarrow. I love all the colors mixed together in the butterfly garden. If I was a butterfly, I would spend time here. I don't know, which color flower would you choose? Pink? I hope you all have an amazing day.